Blue diddy, blue diddy, blue diddy.
What is up, Blue Crew? I know it's been a while since my last upload, and I am so sorry, but I might come back to do another couple of videos. Anyways, welcome back to another Blue Diddy video, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how Yellow Donkey Kong, not Donkey Kong, but Yellow Donkey Kong, is the world's greatest dad by far. In gaming history, even. This one's gonna be a long one, so strap your vine belts on! You guys have all heard of Donkey Kong, surely, but today's video isn't about him. Today's video is about the superior Donkey Kong, Yellow Donkey Kong. Yellow Donkey Kong is actually very smart. And we know this because in a picture of an unreleased rare concept book, it reads, and this is the loose translation, Yellow Donkey Kong is an IT technician who works for Kong Co. He has worked here for over 7 years, and he loves playing games during his job. His bosses never care though, because he's always doing what's needed. Not much is known other than the fact that he seems to be around 2 years older than Donkey Kong. Now, you might be asking yourselves, what purpose does Yellow Donkey Kong serve? What was the point in making him? Well, it goes all the way back to the Donkey Kong trilogy. More specifically, Donkey Kong Country. We'll get right into it. Some of you may know this, but this is a relatively obscure fact. In Donkey Kong Country, if you select 2 players versus mode, player 2 will be able to play as Yellow Donkey Kong. It is unsure if this is a separate character from Donkey Kong, as there is no information, but the previous unreleased booklet clearly shows that he may be an entirely different character. Now, in the story mode of the game, he swings across vines side by side with his son, Yellow Diddy, who is also a cousin of mine. This isn't really written anywhere, but Yellow Diddy told me that his father does a lot for him, and whenever he's in danger, he helps by hurling barrels at any aggressor. But little known fact is that not only does Yellow Donkey Kong appear in DKC, but he also appears in another game as well. So, you may all be in shock about this, and I am too. I didn't know about this until a few days ago, when I was scrolling on Instacom and came across a post. Does anyone know about this? I found this while playing Diddy Kong Racing. Why does Donkey Kong have a yellow tie, and why is he in Jungle Falls? He doesn't appear anywhere else in the game either. Does anyone know if this is like a rendering error or something like that? Well, fellow user, that's not a rendering error at all, nor is that Donkey Kong. That is in fact Yellow Donkey Kong. Anyways, I booted up Diddy Kong Racing to check for this, and he isn't there. At first, I thought this was some kind of hoax, but I decided to dig deeper. I dug into the game's files, and I found a texture titled Kong YDK. YDK obviously standing for Yellow Donkey Kong. There also seems to be a couple of dialogue strings attached to YDK in the files, but unfortunately, I could only recover 2 of the 7 lines. Here's the first one. Oh ho! Diddy Kong! So nice to see you. Oh, my son? Yeah, Yellow Diddy's a wonderful little ape. I remember teaching him how to ride his bike. He always fell off his bike, but he never stopped trying. He was always persistent, and he always got back up. I love the little guy. The second one reads, did you know my son is a black belt? He's come so far. He always thinks he can best me just because he knows karate, but unfortunately for him, I'm bigger, stronger, and faster too. I do enjoy wrestling with him, however. What's incredible about this is that this implies that Yellow Diddy would have had a different personality as well. He obviously does because I know him personally, but this is about the games. Now, we've got one final appearance, which is very shocking because I never see anybody mention this guy. For the final game, where people get a lot of their info from, Smash Brothers. This is the last piece of lingering information surrounding Yellow Donkey Kong. You would never guess where it is. That's right, the trophies in Smash Bros. Brawl. In a cut trophy for Yellow Donkey Kong, it presumably reads, "An ape you could confuse for another. He has a lot of faith in his son, very hardworking gorilla. Everybody loves him for his signature yellow tie, because it's very dapper." At the bottom here, we can also see that he was supposed to be in Diddy Kong Racing, but we know what happened with that. Although we may have forgotten Yellow Donkey Kong, Nintendo hasn't, and they never did. His last piece of defining legacy lies in one of Donkey Kong's costumes in Smash Bros. Ultimate. And there he is, in all of his glory. Admittedly, they did change his fur color, but it wouldn't be that fun to play as Donkey Kong with the yellow tie. That would be the only difference. Thanks to user ISPAAMD on the Smash Bros. Reddit to confirm this. Well, that's all for today, guys. I really had fun making this video, and most of this is false and fabricated. It was a fun video idea that I had to surprise my dad with. I love him a lot, and he means a bunch to me, so I wanted to make a video using what I know just for him. Obviously, he was Yellow Donkey Kong. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, stay curious, stay critical, and keep on swinging. Blue Diddy, out!